This is Close Combat Panthers in the Fog. You're watching episode 1 of the Allied campaign. Take a moment to support the channel by clicking the subscribe button, liking the video, and turning on notifications. Welcome to August 7th. This is the midnight phase. The Germans have surprised us with an attack. We are unable to move on the first movement, and we are just going to have to take the fights as they come. Germans move south down into St. Barthelemy. And let's see what else we got going on. Okay, that's it. So first battle up, St. Barthelemy, 117th Infantry, 30th Division, taking on Panzer Grenadier Regiment 304. We are going to have a few more battles this series, but it doesn't look like it's going to be too out of control. For our first fight, let's welcome in Commando Company. We've got John Matrix leading 1st Platoon. We don't have a commander in 2nd Platoon yet, and we don't have a commander for support. If you're not familiar with the names or the subject, you should check out the movie, 1985 Commando, with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Totally a great show, classic action movie, highly recommend it. Enemy has a platoon of Panzer Grenadier, 2 more sections of Panzer Grenadier, and 3 Panthers. There's no way. There's no way we are not stopping 3 Panthers. All right, so this is going to be hard until we merge some battle groups and bring some guys to the front and have a little bit of armor and power. I don't know how hard it's going to be to fight these Panthers, but I suspect they're going to be basically impossible. So this might be a struggle. I don't know how well we can hold out against the Panthers. So I'm playing it a little safe. I want to take a ceasefire as early as possible and just get to the next movement phase. So up front, I do have Biggs and Cindy. These guys are going to spot. I'm assuming the enemy is going to push west into these buildings. I don't think they can hold it, but maybe if it's just infantry, they can do some damage. I don't know that tanks are going to want to go that way. We'll see how that plays out. To the southwest of them, we have Jenny defending the flag. So Jenny's all by themselves. If we have the opportunity, Biggs and Cindy would retreat down to Jenny. Otherwise, I don't think Jenny can hold by themselves either. Moving towards the center, we have Lawson on our first AT gun. They are dug in the field, and I don't know that there's a better spot, so they're kind of out in the open, but they are entrenched, and I'm hoping that because we have hedges around us, that by the time the armor can see us, we can see the armor. South of Lawson, we do have Bennett, John Matrix, Arias, General Kirby. These guys are holding the meat of the map. They're holding the center of the town. Again, I don't think they can stop Panthers in any way, but since the enemy will probably push for the middle of town, we've got all these buildings held down, and then maybe we can create a little death trap right here in the middle that will force their hand into a ceasefire. East of town, I have Forrestal and Harris, our other 2 AT guns. Harris can see to the north. Forrestal can see to the northwest. I'm torn right now and debating whether or not to move Forrestal to the east more. So I want to believe that the enemy's going to come from here, and in order to best combat that, I could put both AT guns out there. I just don't know that it'll matter because I don't think even 2 AT guns can fire through the frontal armor of the Panthers. There's no good ambush places because the map is so large before they get to the town. So I can't really wait for a tank to pass and then get shots in the rear. I'm not sure how it's going to play out. So my thought here is if we move Forrestal over here, it does give us a situation where Harris can engage anyone that comes through there if they get to the south. But if they stop there, we can't. We can see north, and we can see north. So we have some overlapping field of fire there. I played around with this. I thought this one seemed okay. Then I thought maybe it wasn't good, and I was going to pull Forrestal over here. The more I think about it, I think I'm just going to leave it like this, and we'll see how this shakes out. Because they have 3 Panthers, they have no mortars, so that's one less fear for us. But I still think the tanks can kill us very quick. We're going to get started, and here's hoping for the best. Okay, contact north. Infantry. We also have no mortars ourselves. Illumination available. Tank identified. General Kirby technically spotted that. Ooh, yeah, that's sketchy. So, if we were to open up on infantry, that tank could just shred us from a distance. No. 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 Our guns can't see it. Alright, so we'll hold this position right here. I don't know what Pope is doing out here on their own, but they're going to be the first to die. They haven't taken Hill 106 yet. Panther moving. Now, in my first fight here, I got tracked instantly. So, maybe we get lucky and that happens with them. Okay, let's wait for these guys to close in a little bit more. All right, we already got popped. So I think their infantry spotted us, and a tank blasted us. That's all I can figure. It doesn't make a lot of sense because I don't know where the tank would be that it saw us, but we didn't see them. Not a great start. I kind of engaged here before I wanted to because of the blast, but it is working. Still just pushing south. All right. Might have to get Cook ready for this left side. Yep. AT gun is engaging. It might be spotted and destroyed by a tank soon, so see if we can drop these guys and prevent that from happening. We are cowering over here. One problem we're going to face right here is they have MGs. It's going to cause mega chaos with our infantry. They are kind of attacking west, south, and east simultaneously. We killed whatever scout force this was. Or at least the portion of it that we could see. Sully's doing all right, but they are... Whoa, never mind. That changed really quick. I'm sitting here thinking they're doing all right. They've taken a casualty, and then they just get instantly popped, and we're down to 2 guys.
We're pinned down.
Yeah, I don't know what we're targeting out there, but it's not looking great. It's not promising. We are taking way more of a beating than they are. Uh-oh. I think they identified the second AT gun. I just don't know that they have anything anywhere that could see it. Although Panther is shooting. Is it shooting at Cook? I don't know. I don't think so. They had infantry over here that was advancing. We haven't seen them for a moment. Panther is firing again. You know, is it the Panther? Or is it Harris? It kind of seemed like it was the Panther, but maybe it is Harris.
Pick up your weapon.
Harris has no effectiveness on this vehicle. Contact north. We got somebody running. What do you think, Cook? Can you get this guy? 2 there. Get Sully back up in the fight. They are down to 2 men. They're going to disband after this. No line of sight. Tree is in the way. We will let them sit tight. We got infantry running there. Cook does seem to spot it. See if we can pick up this Panzer Grenadier. Getting a squad wipe here and there would do wonders for us. They're going to have a natural advantage over us with armor that we're probably not going to be able to pop. But if we can drop some of their infantry squads, it might do just enough to get us somewhere. I think we're going to lose sight of that Panzer Grenadier. And I'm starting to think this option here is not going to be great. Ooh, we would have had side effectiveness if we could see that. Let's see. Sully can't see across the trees. You know, I don't know if we try and take a ceasefire right now. They will not accept it. We just haven't done anything to them. We'll use that there. There we go. All 3 tanks. We do have AT guns engaging. I mean, it says we have effectiveness on it. That's impressive. So it can't see Harris. Harris can engage with impunity until they get eyes on. 1 target destroyed. Way to go, Harris. That makes a huge difference. So that has to be what did get our other gun. But it just was their infantry. Like, they got down close enough to where they could see, and it made all the difference. But that took a huge chunk out of their morale, just losing 1 Panther. So I bet we could get a ceasefire now. Unless this right here. There we go. Can we get this? Does it see our gun? I don't think so. We'll take a few shots here. Panther's damaged. We lost line of sight. That's unfortunate. I don't think he's still going to be there when we get another flare. And we don't have anyone who could get eyes on that target. Anybody I try to move is going to get spotted. So I don't think... Like, I wanted to bring Cindy over, but I don't think that that's viable because I'm pretty sure they're going to have infantry hiding in at least one location. You know, we could give it another moment, but I think we're at the point where if they'll give us the ceasefire, we have to take it. Losing Forrestal already is not a good way to start this. We're down a gun that was kind of, desperately needed. It's a shame too because I almost put them here and they wouldn't have gotten popped. And let's take the truce. They accepted. So, we have slight morale advantage at 77% to their 74%. Not wonderful, but all things considered, I'd call that a success for our first fight. They did kill 3, they wounded 3, and destroyed 1 gun. We killed 6, wounded 6, destroyed a Panther, damaged a second one. Now, if we're really lucky, that kind of damage is going to carry over into a lost vehicle that they won't be able to repair. We got John Matrix, who has no kills. And you know what? Realistically, I don't know if anybody in first platoon should have any kills. Bennett, nothing. Arias, nothing. General Kirby, nothing. Biggs, nothing. Cindy, nothing. Jenny, nothing. This is where it was at. So Cook coming in with 5 kills. Unfortunately, we have a lot of casualties in Sully. They did only manage 2 kills for the 4 losses. That's very unfortunate. And then we got Lawson, who never got a kill. Forrestal, who was destroyed. Looks like 3 of them escaped. And then we got the big man on campus with Harris. Got a Bronze Star, a tank kill, and 2 infantry kills on the AT gun. So, as good of an outcome as we could expect for facing 3 Panthers with lousy positions. First platoon leader's unharmed. Panzer Grenadier, they've got 4 kills. Wiped out. Wiped out. Unharmed. 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 Down in second platoon. Unharmed. Unharmed. First Panther is unharmed. Second Panther has 1 KIA. Alright. So I think right here, this is our damaged one. And it survived. This is the destroyed one. It's got a killed driver, an incapacitated assistant, and it actually came away with the AT gun kill on Forrestal. Now, I don't love the way this opened, but it is going to be challenging no matter what because I am at the disadvantage of not anticipating their attack. I am not able to move units in to prepare, and I'm stuck with whatever garbage I've got. So I have a few AT guns across the line. They're coming through with heavy armor. Just kind of the nature of it. But we got to win, and we just got to hang in there. We're going to get to the next movement phase before we fight here again. Hopefully we can put something else in place as we keep going. If you guys enjoyed the opening salvo, go ahead and like the video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button to support the channel and keep on coming back. And you can support me as a content creator by becoming a channel member. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.